So a beautiful truth that not revealed to me, but that I remembered and the Lord graciously put in my heart this morning was just the idea that rising and going to Jesus and there being joy and life in Him. And so let me make it quick to the point that this morning I woke up dry and wanting to come to Christ, wanting to pray, wanting to read the Word in the morning, and just dry, right? And so I started off reading a hymn. And at the very end it says, I will rise and go to Jesus. He will save me from my sin by the riches of his merit. There is joy and life in him. And it just hit me, it struck me, right? I think it was part of reading the whole hymn, but at the end it struck me. I will rise this morning and go to Jesus. There is joy and life in him. And so how do I get in him, right? And it's the only way to do that is to look at him with the eyes of faith. And as Paul says in 1 Corinthians, for now we see through a glass darkly, but one day face to face, but then face to face. But right now we're seeing as if I had a glass and I was looking through a dark room at Christ. I can barely see, right? But one day face to face. But right now to this morning, I can, with the eyes of my faith, the heart of faith, spiritually looking to Christ and laying hold of everything that is good in him, the joy and life in him, remembering that I'm a son of God by his work, remembering that I am to go forth in loving others because he first loved me, right? And just those two two truths explode my heart, explode my wonder, explode my energy, my drive, my want to know more of Christ just by remembering those two things. And it started off by this ending of this small hymn. And another point that I also read was a prayer by Lewis Bailey. Said, though you should drown me in the sea of your displeasure with Jonah, yet I will catch such hold on your mercy that I will be taken up dead, clasping her with both hands. And that struck me as well, that even this morning as I'm looking to Christ spiritually through this glass that is dark, I'm going to, even if I am pulled up dead, my hands will be clasped to Christ, to mercy. Christ is mercy, and I will clasp him with my hands so that I shall have mercy, not just salvific mercy, which I have received in the past, but daily mercy, daily grace that I need to have my sin killed and mortified, and that I would grow in the grace and knowledge of Christ, that as I look to him and to his glory in the face of Christ, that I shall be transformed into him, into 1 degree, so one day by day, 1 degree closer to the glory of him. And it's a beautiful truth, and it just, I'm so fired up this morning just by Christ. Christ is what fires you up. Christ is what gives you the energy and the life and the power to go out and actually love others. First commandment, the great commandment is love the Lord your God with all your heart, right? The second is like it, to love your neighbors. I can only love my neighbors if I first love God. And I can only love God if I know of what Christ has done for me, if I know that I shall rise every morning and go to Christ, go to his gospel, go to his word. And when I go to his word, how is it showing me what he has done for me and the story of God redeeming me and his mercy and his love? If I don't, this book is just dry and has no power for me. I need to know Christ, and I need to be looking for Christ as I read his word.